update from South Asia. Today we go to Nepal, who has been gaining fuel from China, which to us it doesn't sound that interesting, but over the course of the article it describes why this is a big deal. So for a little bit of background, Nepal has always been trading with India, so they would always get all their fuel from India. They rely on India for a lot of resources that they don't naturally have. Excuse me. So Nepal just wrote a new constitution, and they're afraid, well, the government is okay with it, but some of the citizens are afraid that they aren't going to be represented equally, and this has caused riots, and India has supported the citizens that feel that their rights are not protected. So, in a sense, India isn't sending fuel to Nepal, which is issues because of automobiles, obviously, but also cooking fuel and for hospitals. So, it can cause some real issues in the end if they don't get it fixed. So, Nepal wants to keep this constitution, so they're going to the Chinese government and they're getting fuels for them, but it's very difficult to get this fuel into Nepal from China because the roads are bad on the Nepal side, and it's much more mountainous than going through the steppes of India. Nepal is blaming India for a fuel blockade because they will not give them the fuel easily and making them go through these hard mountainous roads. This is causing a huge problem. I mean, you have the lack of fuel for people to cook in hospitals, but also it's going to the black market. So people that can get their hands onto it are selling at extremely high prices in the black market. They recently had an earthquake as well, so the lack of fuel for emergency vehicles is causing big problems for Nepal to fix that earthquake issue and get relief to some of those survivors. So basically, Nepal's new constitution is being boycotted by India, and it'll be interesting to see whether or not their new constitution can hold up to this boycott by one of their largest trading nations, somebody that they get a lot of their resources from. And if it does stay, to see how India, whether or not they eventually trade again with Nepal or see them as enemies, and it could possibly lead to wars. It's hard to tell at this point. Right now, I think they're just trying to break them. So, and even if India does want to get rid of Nepal through this, Nepal now has a new friend, which would be China, and perhaps China, just being friends with them with all the technology they now have, could change the way Nepal works in and of itself. So that'll be interesting to see and how it could possibly affect us. Until next time.